What's legal but screams evil? Supposedly updating college textbooks every year so students have to buy them new. And can't get any value in reselling. Because updating college textbooks every year. My girlfriend went to nursing school and probably spent a couple grand on her books. By the time she graduated she tried selling them and she was able to sell a single one for $35. My buddy jokingly said to me once shortly after he graduated college, "Wanna see my $1,000 TV stand?" I started to respond, "How does a broke college student afford a TV stand that spendy?" When he grabbed a stack of maybe 3 medical textbooks and held them up. Your printer doesn't allow you to print even though you enough black ink. You can usually find a way to reset it as if you put in a new cartridge if you do some digging on YouTube online. I found a way to reset my brother printer. Start a charity that makes people believe that donating to me is helping a great cause. While in reality, the majority of the money goes to pay me and my chair people a large salary. Plus bonuses. And who knows what else. Gerrymandering. Family vlogging channels who make money of their children by shoving cameras in their face and uploading their childhoods. I hope those kids grow up and sue their parents. Such a disgusting trend. Oh, this is a good one. As in yes. I agree, that's fucked. Members of Congress trading stocks of companies they regulate. The US continues to baffle me. How is this legal? Exclamation point. How can they even have a vested interest in businesses at all in the first place? Money bailout for big companies in the US. Especially when they spend every cent of profit for years on executive bonuses, dividends and stock buybacks. As opposed to building strong cash reserves. Then crying for help when shit hits the fan. Euthanizing perfectly healthy animals for vague reasons. The answer that personally makes me the most sad. This needs to be a crime. Taking the cheese packet from one mac and cheese and putting it in another for double the cheese. Oh god, you devil. No. Then you're gonna start a vicious cycle. You have to keep taking the cheese packet from another mac and cheese box to replace the missing one. And then it repeats. Forever. Parents marrying off their underage children. How else do you want to secure an alliance with France? Civil forfeiture. American police can literally pull you over and just rob you. It's fucking crazy to me that anyone gets elected anywhere this is allowed without promising to get the law changed. Most people either don't know about it or assume it could never happen to them. Unplugging the toaster while mid-toast. This is the sort of oddly specific thing that I think involves an anonymous note in the break room. Sorry for your lost thoughts and prayers. No, the mean one is turning the toaster around and leaving a note explaining that the new toaster is voice activated. It sure does sound funny to listen to people yell toast in different ways. Loot box in children's game. Loot box in adult games, people are immature. Loot boxes in children's games and toy advertisements in cartoon channels. Having a 20th child. I start to wonder when you get to 10. Scalpers who buy multiple consoles just so there's always a shortage and have to forcingly buy from them at stupidly high prices. You deserve to be beaten the shit out of if you do this. I agree, my buddy bought one from a friend who is one of those scalpers. Said he could get me the hookup. $700 for the new Xbox from his friend. I told him his friend is a shit stain on the underpants of society and he's an enabler. This is no better than the guys who bought up the hand sanitizer at the beginning of the pandemic. Declawing cats. Fortunately illegal in many countries. Yup, until I adopted a cat this year. I assumed declawing is what you just did. In planning to adopt I started researching everything about cats. Learned just how cruel it was and heard it was similar to taking a human and removing all of our fingers at the first digit. Looked at my hand for a second, swore I would never do that to him. If he scratches or claws things. That's just something I'll have to accept as a cat owner. Showing your airplane tickets at a certain price and then by the time you've reached checkout that price has increased by 50% because you want basic things like an allocated seat, bags capable for carrying 5 days worth of clothes, water. Next they'll start charging for the bathroom. They would if they could, I'm sure. EasyJet, I'm looking at you and Ryanair. Oh, you want to sit inside the plane? Well, let me ring that up then. Wait till you get to booking a hotel. They'll show a per night price. You book it. Then the fees, which can be more than the nightly rate, show up. Letting corporations give donations to politicians. I can't fucking imagine a faster road to corruption. And yet here we are. All political donations should be limited to $100 per social security number per year. Super easy to track publicly. Note, corporations do not have social security numbers. Profiting off charging people for medications that they would die without. Like insulin, which has been mass produced for nearly 100 years. And somehow the average cost in North America is $5,000 annually for people who require it. But the actual production costs are around $100 for that amount. Cops can lie to you during interrogation. Towing companies. So many times I've been towed from my own parking space. There's no law that keeps you from adding another lock to a random bike. I mean, there probably is, I'm sure. Not putting away a shopping cart unless there's an emergency or other good reason. Ads that you can't skip. Damn you, iTube. We were friends once. Ad 2/3. The health insurance industry. One of my kindergarten classmates attempted suicide in my classroom on one occasion. She bolted out onto the small balcony that every room has for some reason. It seems stupid. And I chased after her. I want to die, she stated deadpan, before pushing her palms against the balcony's edge in an attempt to hoist herself up and over. Fortunately, I was able to grasp her before she fell. When I told her mother about it, she didn't give a damn. She casually acknowledged to molesting the youngster and showed no concern for the girl. Unfortunately, there was little I could do about it, at least not in the United States. Because child services were non-existent. Charging money to keep people alive, cough, for profit healthcare, cough. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Reddit videos.